Good morning students. Second lecture foundation માટેનો lecture 2 electric current.
So last time I explained Q is equal to NE. So always charge is always integer multiple of E. E is 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19. So minimum charge ketlo possible, that is 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 coulomb. Coulomb is the unit of electric charge. How many electrons in 1 coulomb charge? How do you do it? We want to find out number of electrons. So this is 1 is equal to N multiplied by E. So it is coming down. So 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19, which gives you number N is equal to 6.67. This is going up. So 10 raised to 19. 18. You will get 18. 6.67 into 10 raised to 18 electron bega thai. It gives 1 coulomb. So it is very large value. This is very large value. So 1 coulomb charge required this many electrons. Okay. Now I go next current, and that is electric current. We are discussing electric current. So why we get the current? So because of the flow of charge particle or motion of the charge particle. Flow kya hai? When we have motion. And when you get the motion, so if electrons are free electrons, then it comes in the motion, it gives the flow, so we get the current. Basic. Why we are not getting current in insulator? We are not getting electric current in insulator. Why? Because they don't have free electrons. Reason માં શું છે? Insulator આપણે current pass ના કરે, that is called insulator. But in a basic માં શું? They don't have free electrons. That is more precise definition. Why they don't have? So we know atomic structure. This is the nucleus, and electrons are revolves in specific orbit depending on its number. You can say quantum number. That must be known to you in chemistry. These electrons are bound with the nucleus because nucleus has positive charge and electron has negative charge. So till electrons are in the orbit, we don't have free electrons, we don't get the current. But in some cases, particularly in the metals, electrons becomes free because that much energy is available at room temperature. So this electron becomes free. And these free electrons are available. At room temperature. If you go lower temperature, may not be. So broad definition of conductor is those having free electrons are conductor, those have no free electrons are insulators, and if few electrons are available, then it is a semiconductor. Few electrons are available, it is called semiconductor. So whether conductor, non-conductor or semiconductor, it depends on how many electrons are available for the conduction. Don't say metals are conductor, non-metals are insulator. એવું નહીં કહેવાનું હોય. Okay. So if I take one metal now at room temperature, so electrons are free, but these electrons are not moving in a particular direction. Randomization. ધારો કે એક ઇલેક્ટ્રોન છે આમ જાય છે, second electron coming down, third electron coming down. There are many number of electrons, three-dimensionally. If I take three-dimensionally, then in all the direction they are moving. So number of electrons are going right side equal to number of electrons are going for left side. Average તમે જોશો તો. So no mean charge particles. Mean means I say resultant. Are zero. And so current is zero. You cannot say current is flowing in the conductor. Even charges are in motion. Net charge is moving zero. Instead of net, I say net is proper word. Net charge zero. So metal is conductor, but you don't get the current till you apply electric field. Now here it is battery. Battery gives you electric field because you don't have the concept of electric field. You say this battery pushes the electron. This is negative, means it's lower potential. This is higher potential. You know V. So this is high potential and this is at lower potential. So electron is repelled by this. So what happens? This electron, all these electrons, instead of going in random direction, the dragging toward the left side. So electrons are net flow મળશે અહીં આગળ મને. And because of that we get the current. So without net charge motion, you will not get the current. For that you require to give some energy, and we are giving energy with the help of battery or you can say cell. જે આપણે મોબાઈલમાં છે બેટરી કહેવાય, પણ ટોર્ચની અંદર જે આવી હોય છે એને સેલ કહેવાય. This is called cell. અને આવા ઘણા બધા સેલ ભેગા થઈ જાય, so it become battery. This is always positive, this is negative, this is positive, this is negative, this is positive, this is negative. So in our mobile battery also they are connected, but it is not how they connect કરેલા બાજુ. There are many cells. Connection રીતે આપેલા હોય. Okay. So this provides the energy to the electrons. Electrons are moving to left side toward the positive of the battery. So we get the net current. So what is the direction of the current? So if you see the carefully in your circuit, so we always put arrow from positive is coming out and enters in the negative. But as I may explain here, Electrons are moving this direction. So why we show this current direction? Electrons આ બાજુ જાય છે. So before the invention of electron, it was already established the current is moving. Current is flowing in flow direction of positive charge, and still it is continued. We are not changed it. So in fact, electrons are moving, not the positive charge, because positive charge are bound. They are not free. This is the symbol of DC battery. DC means direct. Positive terminal remains positive forever, negative terminal remains negative forever. But if you use your home appliances, ઘરે જે આપણી લાઇટ હોય છે એમાં ડીસી ની બદલે એસી હોય છે અને એનો સિમ્બોલ આવો છે. This is called AC, alternate current. So this positive, this negative, then this become positive, negative, positive, negative, and like that. So alternately it is changing. એટલે આનું જે પોટેન્શિયલ છે એ વધઘટ થાય. Here potential remains high only. In potential maximum, 0, minimum, negative is 0, most maximum positive. It is called alternate. And in India, it happens 50 times in 1 second. In India, in Europe, if it is in USA, then it's 60 times. So it has 50 hertz. If you see any fan or anything, તો એની પર લખ્યું છે it operates at 50 hertz frequency. So this is the meaning of that. You should know it. But when you have mobile charge battery, charger, it requires DC charge battery. All electronics are working on DC. Electronic devices for TV, you require DC. જેમાં electronics આવે એ બધું DC થી ઓપરેટ થાય. Bulb, it can be used AC, maybe DC also. Bulb બેથી થઈ શકે. આ સાઈડની વાત તમારી જનરલ નોલેજની વાત છે. You have to see what is the rating, કેટલા પાવર એમાં થાય, કેટલો current can be flow. If you exceed that limit, then it may be fused. Okay. Now again I am coming here back. So this is the DC battery. So current is flowing. And we know the unit of current is ampere. Again, એક સાયન્ટિસ્ટના નામ ઉપરથી છે એમ્પિયર. Ampere's law. આવશે in magnetism. So what is this ampere? So here what we have definition, it is very simple, but actual definition is little bit different. But don't worry, અત્યારે ચાલશે. તો આમાંથી 1 ampere current is flow થાય છે, હું કહું 1 ampere current is flowing. How you can say it is 1 ampere? To explain this, suppose I have one conductor, it is connected to the battery, and some fellow is observing here. અહીંયા ઊભો જોવે છે, દેખાય ને, તેમ છતાં imagination કરવાનું છે. Imagination કરવામાં કોઈ વાંધો નથી. So current is going, number of electrons are passing over here. Electron આમ right side છે, current આમ flow થતો હશે. If in 1 second he count કરે 6.67 into 10 raised to 18 electrons are passed, means 1 coulomb charge is passed. In 1 second. So it is 1 ampere. આટલા ઇલેક્ટ્રોન ગણી ના શકાય. You cannot count. Hypothetically વાત ખાલી કરું છું. So what is the definition? Now it is definition. Why you cannot say? It is defined. અને આમ કહેવાય. So if 1 coulomb charge is passing through any cross section, this is the word cross section means what? Of any conductor, then current is 1 ampere. What is cross section? So this is suppose your pen. Cross section में आज भाग देखे cross section क्या है? આ એરિયા છે ને cross section કહેવાય. કટ કરવાનું perpendicularly. આમ કટ નથી કરવાનો. જ્યાં ભાગ દેખાય it is called cross section. Whatever the thickness, we don't worry, but you have to 1 coulomb charge passing through any cross section of any conductor in 1 second. I have to use what is in 1 second. તો કહેવાય, નહીં તો નહીં. 1 second. Then it is called 1 ampere. So we can say that current is equal to Q by T. Simply. This is very simple formula. If T is equal to 1 second, Q is equal to 1 coulomb, then I equal to 1 ampere. Simple. બરાબર? If it takes 2 seconds, then 1 coulomb charge, instead of 1 second, it's flowing in 2 seconds. Then current is half. 1 upon 2. So it is 0.5 ampere. 0.5 ampere. Because it takes more time to get 1 coulomb. So current is less. So now I combine two formula. I is equal to Q by T, and we know that Q is equal to NE. So I have this combination. You can write I is equal to NE upon T also. જેવી જરૂરિયાત. તો આ એક ફોર્મ્યુલાનો યુઝ કરીને પ્રશ્ન બનાવી શકાય. Q is equal to NE ઉપરથી we make the question. Now I combine both. તો ઇક્વેશન બનાવું છું. In a cross section, one upon 1.6 into 10 raised to 21 electrons are passing. કેટલા ટાઈમમાં? In, I say suppose 100 seconds. In 10 seconds. Okay. What is current? What is current? Flowing through it means complete sentence. So I want to find out I. My formula is I is equal to Q by T. So if I know Q, then it is possible. T is given. T is 1 second. So here T is 10 second. And number of electrons is 1 upon 1.6. I have given number so that calculations become easy. And generally, in any competitive examination, they don't give any odd value. એ value આપે જેથી કરીને calculation simple થઈ જાય. Because they are not testing your just calculative skill only, but logic, calculation, speed માં કેમ થાય એ ચેક કરવા માંગતા હોય છે. Otherwise you can use calculator. So N is given, T is given, I want to find out I. So if you see this formula of the I, we don't have any N, but we can make it. મેં તમને અગાઉથી બનાવી દીધું છે, મેં બનાવી દીધું છે ઓલરેડી. તો આઈ કેન યુઝ ધીસ ફોર્મ્યુલા. I is equal to NE upon D. So this is called skill development. આ તમારે કરવાનું છે. In tax, they don't provide ready-made formula all time. But with different concept, you can make it. Okay. આપણે ત્યારે જ મેં કર્યું બતાવ્યું. So N it is 1 upon 1.6 into 10 raised to 21 into N E is equal to 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19. The charge of the electron T is equal to 10 seconds. Now I can do calculation. This is cancelled. Now you know why I have given this value. So 10 raised to 21 is plus, is minus 19, and 10 is going up, so it's minus 1. So this becomes 10. So you have used this all proper units, so it is in coulomb. So current is 10 ampere. 10 ampere current is flowing. Okay. 10 ampere current is flowing. I give little bit different. In a conductor 2 ampere current is flowing. Then calculate number of electrons passing through any cross section of conductor in, I give 10 seconds. 10 seconds માં કેટલા ઇલેક્ટ્રોન પાસ થતા હશે? Current is 2 ampere. So I just think I is given 2 ampere. Time is given 10 seconds. I want to find out number of electrons, and it is not given by I know E is equal to 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 9 because number of electrons. So again, I is equal to Q by T, that is known formula. Q is equal to NE, that is my second formula. But only this first formula is not useful. Only second formula is not useful. So I bring combination. So I is equal to NE by T, and therefore મારે શું કેલ્ક્યુલેટ કરવું છે? N. So N is equal to IT upon E. What is my I? 2. What is my 10? That is 10 divided by E is 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19. So this is 10 raised to 20, 2 by 1.6. So this is 0.8 into 10 raised to 20. समझो minus 9 going up, so it becomes plus, so it is 20. And 1 upon 0.8, so this is 10 by 8. Again I can write 20. So this 8 1 ja, 2 is there. I put the 0, so 4 8 40 into 10 raised to 20 electrons. So this many electrons are passing in 2 seconds. This many electrons are passing in 1 second. આવું કહેવાય. Okay. So this is calculative based. હવે હું તમને એક thinking based question આપું. Suppose you have one conductor is connected with double thickness conductor. Suppose I say this is this has આની જે thickness છે એ 1 mm છે and this thickness is 2 mm diameter. Here current is flowing 1 ampere. Then what is the current here? What is the current here? I give the option 1 ampere, option B 2 ampere, option C half ampere, D can't say. Simple મેં તમને question આપ્યો. What is the current I? The thickness here 1 millimeter, here 2 millimeter. વિચાર્યું છે તમે બધાએ? કેટલા જણાએ એ 1 એમ્પિયર કીધું? How many of you say 2 ampere? How many of you say half ampere? And you cannot say. Answer is 1 ampere. તમને એમ થાય કયા લોજિકથી? So this is 1 ampere and in the definition of the current it is at the number of charged particle કેટલા ફિક્સ છે 1 કુલમ જેટલા. તો અહીંયા જેટલા પાસ થાય છે it is not related with the thickness, whatever the thickness. મારે જોવાનું છે 1 કુલમ ચાર્જ પાસ થવો છે. તો અહીંયા જો 1 કુલમ હશે તો અહીંયા પણ 1 કુલમ હશે, અહીંયા પણ 1 કુલમ હશે, અહીંયા કોઈ જંક્શન નથી, અહીંયા બી 1 કુલમ જ હશે. So it is not dependent on the thickness. હા, જંક્શન આવી જતું હોય વચ્ચે તો કરંટ બદલાઈ જાય. અધરવાઇઝ પાણીની પાઇપલાઇન છે, જેટલું પાણી અંદર જાય એટલું જ બહાર આવે. પછી ભલે આગળ હાંકડી પાઇપલાઇન હોય અને અહીંયા મોટી હોય, પણ અંદર એન્ટર પાણી જેટલું એન્ટર થાય એટલી ભલે મોટી પાઇપ હોય તો પાણી વધી ન જાય. સમજમાં આવ્યું? મારા ઘરે પાણી આવતું હોય અને મોટો નળ લગાવી દઉં તો કે પાણી વધી ન જાય. ઇટ ડિપેન્ડ ઓન કેટલો અંદર આવે છે એ. ઇટ ડઝન્ટ ડિપેન્ડ ઓન થિકનેસ. અને અહીંયા આગળ બીજો કોન્સેપ્ટ યુઝ કરીએ, ચાર્જ કેન નોટ બી ક્રિએટેડ ઓર કેન બી નોટ બી ડિસ્ટ્રોયડ. તો અહીંયા આગળ નવો ચાર્જ કે ક્રિએટ થતો નથી, ડિસ્ટ્રોય બી નથી થતો. સો નંબર ઓફ ચાર્જ રિમેન સેમ. સો આન્સર ઇઝ 1 એમ્પિયર. સી વિધાઉટ એની કેલ્ક્યુલેશન. Without any calculation. But if I write like this, થોડી ઝલક આપું છું તમને. This is your conductor 1, then this is your conductor 2, both are separate. ઓકે, હવે હું અહીંયા બેટરી જોડું છું, પોઝિટિવ નેગેટિવ. I connect battery here also, positive negative. Here potential VG, here also V. If it is 1 ampere, then અહીંયા કેટલા? ઓકે, સેમ પોટેન્શિયલ તો કરંટ જુદો હશે. તો કરંટ જુદો હશે. કારણ કે if thickness is more, તો આ સાંકડી શેરી છે ને પોળી શેરી છે એમ કહેવાય. તો પોળી શેરીમાં ઇઝીલી આપણે પાસ થવાય, સાંકડી શેરીમાં ઇઝી ના પાસ થવાય. ધક્કો બે જગ્યાએ સરખો લાગે છે, વી સેમ. તો અહીંયા હું ધક્કો મારું છું ઇલેક્ટ્રોન, અહીંયા બી ધક્કો મારું છું, પણ અહીંયા આગળ એના ઓબ્સ્ટેકલ ઓછા નડે છે, અહીંયા ઓબ્સ્ટેકલ વધારે નડે, તો અહીંયા કરંટ વધારે હશે. કેટલો? ડબલ હશે. શા માટે? તો કે અહીંયા ઓબ્સ્ટેકલ ઓછું. ઓબ્સ્ટેકલ મીન્સ રેઝિસ્ટન્સ. So this is resistance R2, resistance R1. So R2 is greater than R1. Sorry, R2 is less than R1. And because of that, I2 is greater than I1. આવું થાય. હાઈવે છે અને સાંકડી શેરી છે, બે બાજુ સરખો જ ફોર્સ લગાડવામાં આવે છે. પોટેન્શિયલ મીન્સ સમ ટાઈપ ઓફ વન ટાઈપ ઓફ ફોર્સ ઓનલી. ઓકે, સમજમાં આવ્યું? તો આ રીતે આપણે વિચારી શકીએ થોડીક જુદો આપો હજી પાછો. Three microampere current is passing, so 10 raised to minus 6 ampere. Micro means 10 raised to minus 6. Okay. Then find out how many electrons are passing. 1 upon 1.6 into 10 raised to 3 second. Find out n. So this is your current. So I write the formula. I is equal to Ne upon T. Now it is known to you, and therefore N is equal to It upon E. I give you 1.6, sorry, not divide by 1.6. So I is 3 into 10 raised to minus 6. T is 1.6 into 10 raised to 3. Divide by 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19. This is cancelled out. So I am getting 3 into 10 raised to minus 6 plus 3 plus 19. So this comes out to be minus 3, 16. So 3 into 10 raised to 16 electrons are passing in this many seconds. જો આટલો કરંટ ફ્લો થતો હોય તો 3 into 10 raised to minus 6 ampere means 3 microampere. Okay. So here I already mentioned the R2 is less than R1. Why? तो तुम्हारी फॉर्मूला आती है rho is equal to, sorry, R is equal to rho L upon E, where R is the resistance. This is called resistivity. This is length, and this is area, cross-sectional area actually. So when I want to calculate resistance, rho is the resistivity. So first thing, if both metals are different, then even length is same, area is same, you will get different resistance. So it depends on resistivity. If it is a copper, the resistivity is less, iron has more, if gold is still less. Length, if more the length, the resistance is less. ધારો કે આ કોપરનું છે, both are made of copper, both have same area, both are made of copper, so resistivity of 1 is equal to resistivity of 2, but length is different, so જેની length વધારે છે એનો resistance વધારે હોય એવું કહેવાય. ફરીવાર, so R1 is greater than R2. But if I say like that, if area is of 1 is less than area of 2, length is same, resistivity is same because both are same material, so you can say that formula પરથી જેનો area less છે, denominator is less, so R is more. Denominator જેનું નાનું હોય એનો આન્સર મોટો આવે, and so R1 is greater than R2. અહીં આપણે બતાવ્યું એ મુજબ. And if area is double, the resistance is less, half. તો આપણે એમ કહી શકીએ R2 like this parameter 1 millimeter આપણે કીધું હતું ને 1 millimeter 2 millimeter, તો તમે કહી શકો R2 is half of R1. thickness બની ડબલ હોય એક કરતા બીજાની. મેં ઉપર પ્રશ્ન પૂછ્યો તમને અહીંયા. So when you are comparing resistance using this formula, તો મારે જોવાનું if both metals are same, then rho same. Both of same length, then L also same. એરિયા જુદા જુદા છે તો બંને જુદું જુદું રેઝિસ્ટન્સ ગમે જુદું જુદું હોઈ શકે. Same length, same area but different material. Same material, same area but different length. Same material, same length but different area. Like that. So using this formula, you can say that which has more resistance, which has less resistance, and from that you can say that which current is more and which current is less. તો બહુ સારી ફોર્મ્યુલા છે આ. આગળ ઉપયોગ કોઈ થવાનો છે આનો? પછી આ ડિપેન્ડ્સ ઓન વોટ એમ પૂછે, ધારો કે આ ડિપેન્ડ્સ ઓન વોટ, તો ઇટ ડિપેન્ડ્સ ઓન રેઝિસ્ટિવિટી, મીન્સ ડિપેન્ડ્સ ઓન ટાઇપ્સ ઓફ ધ મટીરિયલ, ઇટ ડિપેન્ડ્સ ઓન ધ લેન્થ ઓફ ધ મટીરિયલ, ઇટ ડિપેન્ડ્સ ઓન એરિયા ઓફ ધ મટીરિયલ. તો આ શું કોના પર ડિપેન્ડ કરે? તો ઇટ ડિપેન્ડ જસ્ટ ઓન મટીરિયલ. જુદા જુદા મટીરિયલ માટે જુદું જુદું. એવું નથી કે વાયર માટે રેઝિસ્ટિવિટી આટલી, if it is cube then this much. It doesn't depend on shape, but resistance depends on shape. Resistivity doesn't depend on shape. Of course depend on temperature, પણ આગળ જતા આવે ત્યારે. તો આ ટાઈપનો ક્વેશ્ચન આવે. How simple logic. Rho depends on types of the material. R depends on types of the material as well as dimension of the material. કેટલીક સાઇઝનું છે એની પર પણ આધાર રાખે છે. હું એમ કહું મારી પાસે કોપર વાયર છે અને મારી પાસે કોપર કોઇન છે, તો રેઝિસ્ટિવિટી ઓફ વાયર ઇઝ ઇક્વલ ટુ રેઝિસ્ટિવિટી ઓફ કોઇન, એવું કહી શકાય. બટ આર ઓફ વાયર ઇઝ નોટ ઇક્વલ ટુ આર ઓફ કોપર કોઇન, સોરી. સમજમાં આવ્યું? સો આ બધા નાના નાના આમ કંઈ થોડું વિચારતા શીખીએ, ફોર્મ્યુલાનું એનાલિસિસ કરતા શીખવાનું છે, તો તમે આન્સર સારી રીતે આપી શકો. ઓકે, થેન્ક યુ વેરી મચ. ફરી વાર પાછા મળીશું ક્યારેક.